Today's episode, you're not ready. We're diving headfirst into the dangerously seductive world of Tokyo Part 1, a story packed with Yakuza power plays, emotional chaos, obsession, and the kind of love that burns everything down. And joining us is the brilliant, slightly wicked mind behind it all, Llianne Olivo. Llianne doesn't just write romance, she writes intensity. Known for crafting stories that blur the lines between love and destruction, her words are filled with morally gray characters, possibly morally black. Brutal choices and relationships that make you question everything you thought you knew about loyalty, power, and desire. Today's episode, you're not ready. We're diving headfirst into the dangerously seductive world of Tokyo Part 1, a story packed with Yakuza power plays, emotional chaos, obsession, and the kind of love that burns everything down. And joining us is the brilliant, slightly wicked mind behind it all, Llianne Olivo. Llianne doesn't just write romance, she writes intensity. Known for crafting stories that blur the lines between love and destruction, her words are filled with morally gray characters, possibly morally black. Brutal choices and relationships that make you question, from a kidnapped heroine to a lethal heir to a crime empire, to a romance built on secrets, trauma, and undeniable chemistry. Tokyo Part 1 delivers a story that is hauntingly, as it is, unforgettable. So buckle up, because today we're talking about dark romance that pushes boundaries, beauty of broken characters, and why sometimes the most dangerous love stories are the hardest to put down. Grab your drinks. Let me introduce you to Llianne Olivo.
So, welcome.
Thank you for that intro.
So I have read now four or five books from you. My first was, and I have it right here with me. It was Hunting Cassius.
Hunting Celeste. You want to see the old? You want to see the old covers? Want to laugh a little bit?
Sure. Yeah, this got me addicted to you. Oh man. Yeah, this book got me addicted to you. I found you on Book Sirens just by chance. And it was so dark and deliciously written that I reached out to you, and then I was stuck on you since then. So we are proud to have you here today on Faraway Sister Haven, and I thank you for coming.
Well, thank you for having me. I haven't done an interview in a long time, and well, this is probably my first real interview. I haven't been on live in a while, a few months, since like December. I was with Mama D for a little bit when I first wanted to, just show my face. I was so nervous.
Okay. It's okay to be nervous. We're all a little nervous at the beginning, as some things take time. So I wanted to jump in and let you tell us a little bit about Tokyo.
Thank you. So Tokyo is real special to me. I've been wanting to write it since I watched Tokyo Drift. And I have a background in karate. I actually have several katanas in my room. There's one by my bed. It's green. I don't know if I can show that on TT. But I love swords, especially katanas. I watched a show maybe a decade ago. It's in Spanish, and it was about a man that lost his spouse, and then he joined the Yakuza. He came back to Mexico to take over his family. He used what he learned to be able to manage the empire that his family had, but in reality, deep down, he was more of like a Yakuza at heart. So that influences actions a lot. So when I watched that, actually, the father of our FMC, its name is Shiro. Like the bodyguard of this man in that show that I watched, in that Mexican drama that I watched many years ago, is actually Tamaki's father is Shiro in Tokyo. I got the inspiration for that. Yeah.
Now, is it okay if I give a little spoiler?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. So, the premise of the book starts as the father is selling the daughter.
Mm-hmm.
It gets deep.
It's real deep for me here because she's finishing a race, and I'm a track and field college and high school person. I did that when I could move. Now I'm more of like a homebody. Like I don't want to do anything. But
you are speaking to the choir right here. You got 2 stay-at-home moms and introvert.
Yeah, something inside me.
Do your characters relate to you in any way? Like, have you written them in your image?
Too much. Especially Tokyo, especially because Evelyn's relationship with her mother is just me and my mom, literally. My mother is a healthcare provider, a medical assistant. She's actually a doctor in our island. She just didn't validate her degree here in America when we came back in like '09, one time.
Yeah.
So she's a healthcare provider, just like Evelyn. Evelyn's mom, Eva. But Eva's more like a controlling, overprotective mom. I mean, I can't blame her. They were left behind by Jonathan, Evelyn's father. So you can't blame. He just walked out on them. So it was my dad walked out on us when I was 3 months. So that's where that comes from.
So you wrote you
play baseball too,
kind of into the story. That's neat. That's very neat.
I needed to do it so I could heal.
Yeah.
And it was hard to, because there is something that keeps happening on Tokyo is where you have father and daughter situations. You have Hiro and Sakura situation. You have Evelyn and Jonathan situation, and then you have Tamaki and Ishiro. So it's like I'm trying to tell you 3 times, hey, father and daughter stuff. It's important. We need to talk about it. So it's here.
Yeah. That's true though, and that's coming from several. All 4 of us sisters have some daddy problems, so we get it. Trust me. How did you handle those difficult scenes?
Crying and writing.
Just writing. Just get it out.
Honestly, when I was little, I used to. My dad would come see me like once a month. He'll bring toys and money. And he'll bring pictures of himself with the things that he does. So he brought me a picture of him playing baseball. That's why we have Jonathan's picture in here when she's in her mom's room, and she's looking at like, oh, it's my dad. He's his uniform and with the Yankees and whatnot. He's playing and he looks like an idol. I used to idolize my dad, so I put that on the book, and it kind of like made me cry a lot because I'm like, I shouldn't have idolized him. I don't know. Because I didn't really know him, but to me he was like a god, something you can just do. Yeah, it was like, oh wow, he's doing all that, but then I really didn't know him, and it was hard to write it for her because Tamaki, which will be Aaron's mom, which is in our prologue, really important character, and we don't get to know her. We get to see her life a little bit, then she's gone, and then we have
kind of see it through the daughter's eyes. I noticed.
Yeah. I wanted to do that with Sakura and Tamaki, like have their parallel situation with their arranged marriages, and how kind of like, because Sakura is different. Sakura is more like a product of, hey, I'm a wild girl and I'm not afraid. So I really liked her a lot. She's like my wild side. I don't know, like flirtatious, free-thinking, wild, brave side. And Evelyn is like my trauma. Seriously, my trauma side, definitely. But this is probably one of my most emotional projects ever, honestly. I'll tell you that.
How long are we looking to book 2?
Considering Book Siren is already talking about it, like they're all like, I can't wait for part 2, and I'm like, oh my god. because I have a lot, guys. I have a lot going on. I'm gonna pull up my list. I'm here on the whips. So I have The Butcher of Lilies is out. I have Tokyo Bar 2 probably within the next month or two. I just finished A Shadow Maid, which is a zombie romance for an anthology. So that's done. It's gonna be with the anthology for 6 months and then revert back to me. Okay. We're not doing The Daughters of Venus. I'm gonna wait a year for that. Haunting Rosalia, which is book 2 of this one. So instead of vampire, it's gonna be The Phantom of the Opera. Okay, Phantom of the Opera.
Oh my! Listen here, okay.
It was supposed to take place in New York, but it's gonna take place in Paris instead.
Okay.
Since this one is in Paris, this one is in Paris too. Well, the next one, Rosalie, is gonna be in Paris. So I'm not thinking.
Listen here, people. Like, okay, I read this book in like 3 hours.
I added a couple bonus scenes. I'll give you a snippet. So one of them, Celeste has like roses around Julian's neck, and she's making use of him. And there's another scene where she's actually moving the graves of her mother and grandmother to the mansion, to the graveyard behind, so she can have them all.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
I didn't write much about the daughter. I wanted to leave her alone because they have all suffered so much. It was like, let me just not mess with that baby. One of the people that reviewed them were like, I want to know what happens to the baby, and I'm like, no, you don't. Just don't let them be.
This is trauma-filled dark romance right here, but it is so captivating. This is so captivating.
Thank you.
Just one. That's what got me started.
Do you like the size of the book?
Huh?
Do you like the size of the book?
Yes. Yes.
I was gonna make it a 6'9". I was actually gonna make that one a 6'9".
Yeah. I like it just the way it is. Like, it's really nice.
I love it like that.
Yeah, like it is so pretty. It is. You did very good.
I'm waiting for my phone. This TT is TT, but this is the cover for the book Boyfriend Bash.
Oh, dang.
So you get Llianne with the saxophone and the roses.
And so you can tell in your books not only the trauma you went through, but the heartache and the life you've lived through. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to say that it's very noticeable in your writing. And we appreciate that here because not many authors are willing to go that deep.
This is more like my Charlotte. We're Captive, definitely big time.
I gotta get Captive for myself. You had me so stuck. I was so stuck in all your books. I just ate them up.
Make sure you get this one because Amazon has an older version and they won't update it. I had a publishing house last year. We had to part ways because they wanted to change the books that I write. They wanted me to tell they were telling me what to write, what I would actually make with the book talk, and I was like, no, I'm more into racial, I'm more into trauma, I'm more into like reproductive issues, I'm more into things that happen to women and difficult relationships, stuff like that, this and that is what we want. And I'm like, no, okay, so bye. So we did that, and unfortunately my Goodreads is a disaster zone. And my Son page is a disaster zone too, so I'm trying to update all of my books that are available online so that you can get the proper ebooks. Yeah, so if you're looking for like the latest version of Captive, it's the one from D&K, so look for that.
Okay.
D&K books. This one has like additional poetry and whatnot, and it's pretty good. The only thing I'm doing is it's gonna be red now. It's gonna be I think I have it right here. I can show you real quick.
And you also have a poetry book out, which I need to review.
This one.
Oh, I like that. That looks good.
I think for the devil, a sacrifice for the devil, and then you're gonna have Prince for the devil. So this is the first time that it really is gonna come out individually. So you can have, it's the first time. So I'm trying to fix, because when you have a Bundy publisher, they have the right to delete all of your work, and that's what they did.
Right.
Deleted all of the stuff I did, and that would be the new omnibus cover.
Oh, I like that.
Thank you.
Yes.
So, I'm trying to, build back up.
Right.
Pretty much.
You're building your brand back, and that's okay. It happens. The good thing is that I will always be here for your books. Okay, like
Really sweet. You make me feel like wow. I don't know how to handle this. The oldest stuff I'm feeling right now.
Well, sometimes people take for granted what people go through to write these type of books. And where this is a book, I will tell her she's not allowed to read because I know her and I know what she can handle. Tokyo was actually one she could handle. And like I was telling someone in your comments one time, I told them this book might not be for you, but it may help somebody else through something they went through. So I don't approve of the negative Nelly book reviews because I feel like it may not be for you.
It's not. Just because
Maybe you can give me some advice with what's happening with the butcher, because this one is getting it's got one review where the girl is complaining about the ages. So because we have the FMC 17 and the FMC is 45. It's 40. And then, but their intimacy doesn't start until like 5 years later in the future. So, but they're talking about the age gaps, and I keep but my only argument is that in my life as a Latina, born in the island, in the Dominican Republic, my dad would date girls that are literally my age.
Yeah.
So it's my stepmother is my age right now. I'm 31 now. She's like 34. So it's like these things are so common for me. And for them, they're like, oh no, you should have made her 25 and made him 50. I'm like, they don't do anything bad. Her body.
Always remember, there's always going to be someone who has a problem. But your best reply is to not entertain it. Don't allow that to affect you, because at the end of the day, it's your book, and the people who like your book will read your books. The people who don't like your books will put it down and walk away. And if they're starting a controversy over it, ignore it. Because your books are written for you,
that just because something I may not be able to read something, like I would never ever like okay, this person, she picked up your book, she read it, she knows, what it's going to be about before going into it. I don't agree with the whole leaving a negative review about it. Like, I would never do that to somebody. And I'm a firm believer that all stories need to be written. You never know what somebody's story is going to hit and comfort somebody else. Like, just because it didn't necessarily comfort you doesn't mean it's not going to sit there and comfort the person right next to you.
Well, there's so many stories that don't get written because the author has doubts about them, and they don't have enough encouragement, and they don't know that they can do it. It's so easy to write. You can download templates from the Sun. You can use aggregators like Ingram and Draft to Digital. There's so many ways to publish before you can work with people as well, with companies, and just be careful about it, obviously, and your identity most importantly. But there's so many ways to get published, and a lot of authors don't write because they're like, oh, I don't think it's good enough, or what my family's gonna say, or maybe I don't deserve to write. The imposter syndrome. I had that for so long. I still have it. I still deal with it every single day. Maybe the reason why I'm not like out here making videos all the time with my face and my accent.
You write about trauma, so someone's gonna have an issue about it. But just remember that your trauma and the way you choose to deal with your trauma is your own. And you own it, baby.
And sweetie, I'm still struggling to publish my own book. I say I'm an author because I was published as a poet when I was like 15, but I am still, at 36 years old, I am still trying to put my first novel on paper. So don't ever... You've got it out there, like, you finished it. Don't let somebody take your story from you. Ever.
What's the state of your novel?
I'm about halfway through. I'm hoping to finish it by the end of this year.
Hey, let me know. Maybe by the time you're done, I'm more chill and I can take a break and I can help you out. I don't, I do everything. Like, I truly do everything. I work with a few authors every now and then. Yeah.
We all do whatever we can for everybody else, because at the end of the day, it's all about the community we're building for ourselves and others.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Miss, would you like to add anything before we depart ways from this podcast? Because I'm feeling you'll be back with your next couple books. You know?
Okay, hopefully when I can present the new covers for Captive, definitely. So Tokyo, this is a lot of nostalgia because of the time in which it is set. For me, it's a lot of nostalgia, honestly. Having Aaron and Evelyn be so goth in their own way, like they're very very alike. Even though she's like
so different, yep.
but it is hilarious. Like all of these characters have so much to offer. You have Sakura dealing with her own situation with Hiro and the decision that she has made of becoming a bit of a dancer at a certain place at night with the particular the person that she's with, which I honestly don't know if you noticed when you read Tokyo that I made Yuya. He was like, do you feel like he was do you think that he's bad or good? Like, how do you feel about Yuya?
I felt like he was bad, but he was good for her. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like he was her first, and also someone that arranges, what happens between them, their marriage. But he was like her protector, honestly. Even though he's older, way older. He to me, he's like what I would have imagined that Hiro could have become if he hadn't decided to be so evil.
Right.
With what happened to Tamaki. Do you like the letters in the book?
Yes.
All of the letters that we have across the book. I really
think it looks fantastic, and I can't wait for the next one.
I'm super excited.
I have some things that come with the book when people get it from me. I want to show that. So we have like character cards. This one is Evelyn.
Cool.
And you get a little bio in the back.
I'm gonna have to order it so I can put you on my wall.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
I have your, I'll show you.
Daddy.
I do have your letter to me.
Really? You still have that? Oh my god.
Yeah. I have it on my thank you wall.
A letter to the house in Domain?
Yep.
I'm actually gonna go. It actually exists. Not the right number, but it exists there in New Orleans. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a picture because I went to London and for Captive, I took a picture with the gates behind me, Buckingham Palace. And I'm gonna be going to New Orleans to take a picture with Hunting Celeste, and then I'm gonna go to Tokyo one day and take a picture with Tokyo. That's my dream. Like I'm trying to get to wherever these books are set.
Right.
I wrote a book here. Yeah. You also get like little Sakura stickers, and you get like Dark Romance stickers.
Oh yeah, I'll have to order your book.
Thank you. There is we should probably talk about like me sending you a copy, considering you guys took your time to interview me.
Anytime. You have my address. You have everything. So if you need me, you know where I am. But just know, if you have a book that you need someone to read, you know my email.
I'll bother you. Do you like the art inside the book? A little bit of a manga feel?
I thought that was so cool how you did it. Even in this one, I thought it was so neat how you did it with the pages edging and everything. That's so cool.
We also have like art here on Tokyo. Well, this one is a bit not safe for TT, but I just wanted you to feel like you're reading a bit of a manga. This story does give you a slice of Yakuza life. Yeah. Like a lot of dark things happen to people in the Yakuza in this story. And everyone just finds themselves, in the middle of it all. Yep. I think the wildest scene for me was when Evelyn is hanging upside down. That was crazy. I was imagining her in my head going like hanging, trying to break off from it. Like that was wild. That was fun. That was fun. I wanted her to save herself. Okay, on something she.
Well, I am so glad you joined us today, and hopefully you'll come back again sometime. We'll have to plan this out for when your books come out so we can get you on here so people can hear about it. But did you have anything for us that you would like to ask?
I mean, what? How would you pitch Tokyo Part 1 if you could, like, how would you pitch it?
If I had to pitch it, and I actually had something tight. If I had to pitch it to somebody, my words were forced proximity done right.
Done right.
That was my words that I typed out because I make all the girls, I make them like a little printout with what I thought of the book. And I put it in big words right here. Forced proximity done right. This is where the book thrives. Evelyn and Aaron